Hey,
We made it, man.
yes.
How's it going?
Had pretty good.
Yeah, it was kind of a battle trying to get this thing going. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, perfect. Can you hear us?
All right, let me see what I can do here.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you all right. I
Okay.
actually, it's kind of a complicated setup I have going on right now. I'm speaking to you through a real microphone.
Oh, professional.
I know, man. It's so what the I'm I'm in my music room, which is where I go like after work. I come in here and
Okay.
hang out and spend my time. And I've got an audio interface up to my laptop right now,
Yeah.
and that goes into a bass amp, and I've got headphones in the bass amp. So that's how I'm hearing you right now.
Oh, you're hearing us through a bass amp?
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah. So
fantastic.
I've got the highs cranked so you don't sound like Bane or something.
Yeah. Why not? That'd be cool.
Well, I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't think it'll affect your recording much, but
No.
you sound really good in my ears. So
Oh, good.
Hi,
is
Ben.
Gracie there?
Yeah.
Yes, I was. Yeah, hello.
Hi.
How's it going, guys? What'd you guys do today?
Oh boy. We had church this morning and then ate way too much for lunch. I mean, I didn't eat a lot, but what I ate was very high in calories. So,
I did the same thing today.
oh.
What about you, Gracie?
Same.
Except she had a kids meal, so
I had a kids meal, so it wasn't really that much.
Right, but
Yeah.
you had a youth group thing, right? Or something? You
I
just got back
did.
from. Yeah, are you leading that?
I am, yeah. I'm a
That's
leader.
hmm
that's
Yeah,
so
I'm
cool.
actually.
I
What'd
just
you
see
say?
her stuff all the time on Instagram and stuff like that. I think it's cool. It's inspiring, you know?
Thank you. Glory to
Yeah.
God. No, I like it. I've been doing it for about 9 years now. So,
So
give
like
or take nine.
before you were 20, right?
Yeah, when I was 19.
Dang. You know,
Yeah.
I'm only 22, so yeah, I
Well,
guess
not that
I
much
should
of
have
a
I should have been doing this 3 years ago. I should have been doing what you're doing 3 years ago, right?
Never too late.
Never too late, man.
No, you're right. I'd like to think I play a pretty integral role in my church anyway, you know. I'm in the
Well, I
worship
mean,
team and whatnot, and we do any event. The worship team I'm speaking of, we do any event we can.
Okay.
mhm.
So yeah, I don't think we did have this conference we were supposed to do on like May 5th actually,
Hmm.
and it never came to be, unfortunately, through a scuffle of sorts, just with the venue
Yeah.
and stuff. It's really hard to get. If you've ever tried to actually organize one of these huge events, it's actually pretty complicated, and
Yeah.
uh, they require money, of course, and they
Yeah.
expect you to pay out of pocket a lot, and that's just you know it's better to have funding behind you. So we probably should have
Yeah.
held a fundraiser or something, but anyway, yeah. So yeah, today I went to church like you folks,
Yep.
and it was a good worship service. We we played a song today. So my grandpa passed away actually a couple weeks ago, something
Oh.
like that. Yeah, and it we played a song today that our worship team wrote, but basically the song was written by my brother and myself,
Okay.
and yeah, and the name of the song is called "Rest in Me." And
Hmm.
I'd like to think that it's just a song about the rhythms of life and how God calls you to rest and calls you to rise, and then when to prune things out of your life, when to decide what's important about priorities and stuff. I guess to me it's kind of a complicated meaning, but
Okay.
that's kind of what it means to me.
Yeah.
But it's called "Rest in Me," and obviously there's themes on resting, and even on the end verse it says "Sleep to my heartbeat," which is what we did at my grandpa's funeral. So we played that song today, and we haven't played it since my grandpa's funeral. So it was really emotional, but it was really powerful, and the whole congregation felt it, and it was rad. It was sweet, dude.
Yeah. So how this show works is we start out with the question, what were the highlights of your week? The highlights and the lowlights, I guess, of your week. So if you can think back to your whole week, try and come up with the high point, I guess, that you'd like to share.
You want me to do the high point first? Do I have to do the high point first?
You know, that's a good question. I've been thinking about that too. We always start with the good and end with the bad. Maybe we should do it the other way around.
Can I do the low?
Give the bad first.
Yeah, let me do the low because it's been a really good week, so I kind of want to get the low out of the way. You know?
Yeah, do that.
But I'll have to think
Start a new trend.
Okay, yeah, that's right. This is a first for Eyepiece.
Yep.
The low. Well, I don't know if I'd like to think.
Your microphone's getting a bit weird for some reason.
They were a bit crackly.
It's crackly?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like the wire or if it's not plugged in all the way or something.
Oh, what has that been going on?
I just started.
Just now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, it kind of sounds funny.
Okay, does it sound really that bad?
Do you have another microphone maybe, or like can you just maybe just use your phone or just the computer microphone or something?
I suppose so, if you would like that, yeah. Alright, you know what, we can do this live, how about we do that? And
We'll try.
Are you going to edit this? Are you going to edit this later?
I'm going to edit a bunch, so don't worry about it.
Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Okay, so you can do something really cool with this and already. Alright, so I'm going to be off the air for 30 seconds, okay? Just give me a minute.
Yeah.
Alright,
this isn't live, by the way. We're just recording.
Well, I know that. I know, but
okay.
It's going to be one solid recording. I'm going to stop talking. It's bad audio. Hang on.
Uh-huh. Are you falling asleep?
No.
Okay, you're just resting your eyes?
Yes. I'm seeing if there's any cracks on the inside.
Good idea. It's always good to keep up on that.
Yep.
I got you.
Cool!
Yay!
You can hear me?
Yeah, and you don't sound...
No crackle. No crackle?
No crackle.
Oh my gosh, we got to get this done in 5 minutes before something else happens.
Yeah. Why don't you scoot a little closer?
Okay.
So, yeah, did you have enough time to think of your low light?
My only low light is that I work in activities at an assisted living home.
Uh-huh.
And we're trying to get, every month we go by a calendar. And so we're just trying to get, it's very meticulous in how you have to get 7 different times a day, 7 different activities at 7 different times of the day for each day of the month.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're just doing that, and that's the only thing, and I'm not even, helming that. My boss is, but it's super stressful because we're like, oh man, what are we going to do? But I think that's the only low point. I'm trying to think of any. Oh, well, I guess my mom has had some car trouble, but she was borrowing a car because her own broke down, right?
Okay.
And then, while the car she was borrowing, she brought it back home and brought some groceries inside, and then she was like, great, now I'm going to go to work. She got back in the car, and it wouldn't start.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So, and this is after, I don't know, a car that broke down a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And she just got this new car, and then that broke down, and then she was borrowing her brother-in-law's car, and that broke down on her. So that's not for me, but for the family, that's been really stressful because I love my mom, and I don't like to see her go through like that. So I think that's the lowest of the low
okay.
this week. Yeah, man. Do I get to ask you guys questions later?
If you want to.
Yeah.
I'm breaking ground here, man. I can feel it in the air.
Huh?
I said I feel it in the air. I'm making new waves.
Yep.
So, I talk about high points now, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, it was pretty sweet because I got a new guitar this week, first of all. A new acoustic
Nice.
guitar, and it's changing my life, man.
Yeah, I think I saw pictures of that on Facebook.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I posted it today, but I just got the guitar yesterday. So that's a
Okay.
huge thing. Let me brag about it. It's an Eastman is the name of the brand.
Mm-hmm.
I've got it right here with me because I like looking at it. And all solid wood.
Ooh.
I know. So I've got a Sitka spruce top with sapele back and sides. Yeah. Sweet. That's probably the tip-top highlight of my week.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, I saw on Wednesday this amazing pianist.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Alpen Hong,
Okay.
and I'd say about 8 years ago, I saw him when I was like 13 or 14 or something like that.
Huh.
And he played one of my favorite pieces ever. It's George Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue. Are you familiar with that at all?
No, I haven't.
Rhapsody in Blue.
Hmm.
It's amazing. I'll have to send it to you later. But
Yeah.
he played that at the end of his show 8 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we bought his CD when I was a youngin',
Okay.
and he signed it for us. And it was
Ooh.
like, thank you, and all this. And I'd say pretty much every night I listened to that CD, especially that piece, Rhapsody in Blue. His version of it was just fantastic, and I wore the CD out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I broke it, and it was
Oh,
signed and
gosh.
everything. But I just listened to it because I put it on repeat and just fell asleep to it every night because I loved it so much. I have the whole piece memorized. I've listened
Dang.
to, yeah, I'd say it's like 10 minutes or 10 minutes plus or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, I have it memorized. I could hum the whole thing for you if you really want. But so I heard he was back in town because my mom is a piano teacher for the Gilmore in Kalamazoo. I'm not sure if you've heard of, but
Yeah.
they have
Yeah,
the
I've heard of the Gilmore
keyboard
Music
festival.
Keyboard Festival.
It's going on now. I think it's almost done. But he came back again, and he hasn't been back in years, as far as I know.
Hmm.
So when I heard he was coming, I was like, we have to go, and we went. And I told him the story about how I listened. I met him after the show. I told him the story about how I wore out his CD. He was like, "Oh, dude, that's insane!" He was like so excited to hear about it, and he was like, "You're not sick of it? Oh my gosh, I can't believe you wore it out." He like couldn't believe it.
Wow. Did he
And
give you a new one for free?
no, I bought it, but he
Oh.
signed it because he had a new one that I haven't heard yet.
Oh.
So I got both of them because I needed a replacement, of course.
Yeah.
And he signed it again, and he said, I think it says to Ben, let's see if this one lasts another 8 years. Thanks, bro. Thanks, dude.
Cool.
I thought that was just like really cool because he's amazing. If he ever comes to town and I'm aware, I will invite you guys because he
Nice.
is just incredible. He has a TED Talk, actually. I might send that to you too.
Okay.
But yeah. So that was pretty sweet. He was very gracious towards me, and I was very privileged to have shaken his hand of such a masterful musician. I saw him again today. Actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he played Rhapsody in Blue with an orchestra today, so I was really excited to do that. So I'd say those are probably the top two highlights for my week.
Cool. So let's see. I don't know. I haven't really thought about my highlights or lowlights. What about you, Gracie?
Of the week?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was in a wedding.
Mm.
This
Oh, really?
Yeah, on Saturday. And it was really fun. Technically, she's already married because they eloped back in August.
Okay.
So, like,
Did
she
that
had,
surprise you too?
huh?
Did it surprise you that they eloped?
Kind of, but not really at the same time.
Right.
So, I'm happy for them now. Like, they're two of my best friends. Like,
It's kind of, yeah, I could see how that would be kind of a mixed emotion event.
yeah.
But the wedding itself was good.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was wonderful. I cried through the whole thing. Because, like, I'm literally just genuinely so happy for her because she picked, like, a super awesome Christian guy who loves her like Jesus loves the church. And, like, he said that in his vow, basically. And I'm just like, oh, I can't wish
That's awesome.
any better for her. So,
That's super sweet.
yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you got to experience that. That's definitely your high point.
Yeah.
That's sweet, man.
Beaming with pride. She picked a good one.
Can I ask what her name is?
Megan.
Megan. Cool.
I was also the oldest one on the bridal party by about 6 years, 7 years, because everyone, like, is just, in their baby 20s, like, just turned 21 months before. So,
Like me, yeah.
like you, aw,
I know.
little baby Ben.
Yeah. Well, I'm not married yet, so
Hello.
What was that?
There's the text message. Sorry about it.
that scared me.
But yeah, I think a low point for me was realizing that I got the date wrong this whole time. I thought it was
like, oh,
yeah, I know I'm a bad bridesmaid, but
how long though? Like months?
I thought it was next weekend, and it was actually this weekend. Okay. So it's like the rush of getting everything together and or reorganizing my plans for the weekend and stuff like that. So
when did you notice that?
I don't remember.
I think it was during the week.
Yeah, it was during the week.
You're like,
oh
it's
God.
this week.
Tuesday or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a terrible bridesmaid.
Yeah, that would be freaky.
Well, yeah, because I had already like planned stuff for this weekend, thinking it was thinking the wedding was next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
what did you have planned that you had to cancel though?
I didn't really have to cancel anything. I just had to like work around it.
Oh, okay.
We had the end of the year crew spring fling, which
we went to for 5 minutes.
Ended up being a washout because we didn't really know anyone.
We knew people
who really
weren't dancing.
Yeah.
You didn't want to hang out and not dance.
Shh. Sorry, I'm in a group text with all my youth group girls, and they're texting about tonight. So.
Oh, okay.
We had a big worship night with
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I can just add myself to this. And maybe then we can have a louder.
Is it going to
echo? I don't know.
Echo.
Is it going to echo or take up all the bandwidth? Connected.
Unmic this. Speaker this. No, no, we don't want to do that.
That was amazing.
How do we turn the speaker off of this? Sorry.
Oh gosh.
We're figuring it out.
Yeah.
I think this is more fun.
All right.
Yeah. So just
segment in the Eyepiece podcast.
Yeah.
This?
Yeah. Yeah. No, wait. Turn the mic off.
Guys.
Mic on this. I'm not sure. Maybe we should all have one phone.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I'll hang up.
Okay. All right. Are we good?
Yeah, it sounds pretty normal now. That was fun though.
Yeah, we basically just switched which phone we were using because hers was really quiet and she kept getting messages. So, and you still sound like you're doing fine. So,
Yeah, I know. I'm like balancing on one foot right now because I don't want to hit like a wire or something. But
oh,
no, not really. I'm just like not moving at all.
yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about your highs and lows.
Well, let's see. So I want to do lows first, so I can end on a high note. I would say a low for this week was struggling with spiritual questions and with not finding satisfactory answers, I guess, and just having conflict and stuff. I know that's extremely vague, but
Well, that is the struggle, though, right? Like everyone has moments like that.
man, now it's quiet on my phone.
Please, Jesus, just work.
How are we doing? How are we doing?
We're good. We're good. You're back. You're back here.
Okay. Yeah. So, is this a common thing?
No, it's not. It usually works.
Yeah. I wonder, maybe it has to do with the distance, but that doesn't really make sense.
I am a half hour. Well, wait, where are you guys right now? Kalamazoo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am a half hour away out here. It could just be the distance.
And it could just be the internet connection as well.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a bad day or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how all that works. But.
Maybe this is our low light.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something.
First world problems to the max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, did you have any questions about my low light or anything? Or should I just move to the...
I mean, I was gonna ask, like, I don't know, like, what's it all about, man? If you're vague by choice, that's totally fine. But
Well, I've been trying to pursue God and, like, go deeper in my faith and just, like, ask questions and learn more and kind of dig into some theology. And I guess it feels like the more I learn, the less I know, because I end up with more questions than I do answers. And when I try to talk to people, they have the same questions, or they just don't really see where I'm coming from. And so I just feel like I don't know. Right now, I kind of feel like I just want to take a break from digging deep, I guess. Like not a break from Christianity, but just a break from the...
I think I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Just kind of take it a bit light for a little while.
Yeah.
Because
I know. I know
pretty much been... Yeah, it's pretty much just been causing nothing but problems lately, so...
Problems within yourself, you mean? Not with, like, people?
Well, both. Within myself and within people who have to watch me go through this, like Gracie.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it kind of climaxed this morning when I was just... I don't know. I was trying to open up and be vulnerable about some of the things I've been struggling with, and I just, didn't get anywhere and caused a bunch of conflict. And then at church this morning, we were talking about how, following Christ can make you happy and stuff, and I was sitting there like, I'm not happy though.
Dude,
so we both
today they were talking. All they talked about was joy when things are bad. So
interesting.
There must be something, right? Oh my!
Today must be a happy day or something.
What church do you?
I go to the Bridge in Allegan.
There's the Bridge in Allegan. That's funny.
Yeah, that's literally what the website is called too. The Bridge in Allegan.
We have the bridge in Portage. Oh no, it's the
Yeah.
bridge in Kazoo.
Oh yeah.
It's
Is that your guys' church? Or
But the sign says Kazoo. But
is
it
that
is.
what you guys attend?
Well, we go to both the bridge and my church, Southern Heights. So
Oh yes, you've mentioned Southern Heights before.
yeah, but
Which
the
one were
bridge
you
was
at this
doing
morning?
huh?
Which one were you at this morning?
Southern Heights.
Okay.
Yeah, and we pretty much just after the service, like everyone left the not everyone, but most people were leaving the sanctuary because the service was over. And Grace and I just sat down and like my old, I guess you'd call him my mentor, the guy who basically discipled me when I started college. He came up. He's an elder there, or he used to be an elder. Now he's just an awesome guy. He came up to us.
Obviously, there can't be both.
No, he was an awesome elder. Now he's just awesome.
Okay.
But yeah, he came up to us and started. He asked me if I was okay, and I just honestly said no. And so he, asked what was going on. So I opened up a bit, and then he gave me a few words of wisdom, and basically just tried to comfort me. And so both Gracie and I started crying a little bit. And then he prayed for us, and then one of our other friends came up, and she was also struggling with some stuff in her life, so she's like, "Can I come over here and cry with you?" So, I mean,
welcome to Bible study. We're all crying.
Yeah.
Well, that's really healthy, though. Like, I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Not all congregations have that kind of atmosphere and vibe about it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I feel like that was long overdue for me. Like all the stress that has been going on in my mind. Like I feel like I really needed that. So
you think you're gonna put it behind you for a while then?
I'm gonna try to. I mean, it's just hard because like one thing that might help though is that I'll move into my highlight now, but sort of in a segue sort of fashion.
All right.
I got a new job. So
yeah, I saw that. I saw that on Facebook. Did I comment on it or something? I liked it, I think. But
something, yeah, I don't know. But I was working at a school in Paw Paw, and I was working second shift, and basically I spent the whole time cleaning, obviously, but the whole time I worked, I would listen to like sermons and lectures and podcasts and just all kinds of theological and church related stuff. And so I was basically just being pumped full of these ideas and pumped full of different doctrines and different arguments and all these different views on church related and Christianity related things. And that's kind of what sparked this whole like, well, wait a minute, like, do I believe everything I've been fed growing up? Or it was basically like all my life I've basically had one pastor, and that pastor was the authority on all things Christian related. So I basically thought, well, whatever my pastor says, he has the training, he has the Bible, he has the knowledge, I will just trust whatever he says. And then I started, listening to other pastors online and theologians and, other people that have great knowledge and great, experience and stuff, and hearing different ideas and different, takes on things. And it started to make me wonder, like, well, what do I actually believe?
Yeah.
And so which the thing is, like, no one else can really answer that for me. Like, I wish they could, because I wish someone could just tell me, like, here's the one true answer. Like, here's.
I know how you feel, man. I wish sometimes I'm like, I wish I could just like read a book or have something just put knowledge in my brain so that I just don't have to think about it for myself.
Yeah. And the thing that's frustrating is that literally everybody, well, basically everyone who's arguing about these different issues, they're all saying, well, my view comes from the
Right.
Bible. And it's like, our church, we believe the Bible. Like, all our teaching comes from the Bible. And it's like, but how are you getting something different from the Bible than this
Right.
person?
Exactly. Yeah.
So, and then if I go to the Bible and I read it for myself, how do I know I'm getting the right thing from it?
I think this is kind of a hard-edged, you know,
Yeah,
discussion, but I'm pretty sure this is how denominations started. I mean,
yeah, pretty much.
I don't know specifically what you're talking about, and that's fine, but I think it's first there needs to be kind of like, a brotherly love about it all,
Hmm.
about accepting other denominations, and even though, because, I mean, you have to admit that I don't want to be like critical or anything, but there are some denominations where I hear their doctrine or just general theology, and I'm just like, yeah, I just don't see that. I just don't,
Yeah.
I don't feel it.
Hmm.
So I think, but I still love them, so it's not anything. I think you're in a safe place to feel these things, I guess is what I'm saying. I think that's a good thing.
Hmm.
So I don't know where I was going with that, but I thank you for sharing.
I'm glad that you understand a little bit. I think that's the thing, though, is that I wish I could just like forget everything I've learned and just go back to,
Yeah.
you know, being a follower and just listening to what I'm told and believing it and not having to
Yeah.
decide for myself, because that was so much simpler.
I know. I remember when I was a freshman in high school, and I had an awesome Bible teacher, and that was really the first time I like started getting excited, about reading my Bible and stuff.
Hmm.
After that kind of went away from me, it's been really hard to find, or at least felt as solid as I did back then. But when I look at myself back then, I was also really ignorant too. So I guess I'm
Yeah.
kind of glad what I've learned now. But yeah, I miss that feeling and
Yeah.
confidence of being like, yeah, this is my identity.
Hmm.
And I don't think I really knew the specifics of it either. I just knew what I felt.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean, for me, it
that
was
kind of
basically a time when there was Christianity and there was every other religion. There was,
right.
Christianity,
Yeah,
atheism, such and such. And I was
yeah.
like, well, I'm on the side of Christianity. If you're a Christian, then we believe the same things. And then I
I
realized
think
that there are Christians who believe things entirely different than I do.
right. There are some people who just need that like black and white kind of thing.
Hmm.
That works for some people, and I'm happy for that. But that's not me anymore. I don't.
Okay. Anyways, so yeah, my highlight is that I got a new job.
Sweet.
It's the best part is it's first shift, so
Woohoo!
I actually get
Yeah, that
I
first shift
actually get
life.
evenings to do stuff. So
Except Monday night.
except Monday, yeah. So I
Of
still can't do
course.
steaks, of course.
Uh,
Sorry.
that's okay.
Someday when I graduate, then we can celebrate at Shakes.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Ben, did I tell you that you missed a really, really good metal band at Shakes the other night?
Yeah, right. We talked about it, didn't we? For
I
like
hope
2
so.
seconds.
The whole
I
floor was
yeah,
vibrating.
you told me that, but yeah, tell me about it.
I mean, I didn't actually go in because there was a cover for it.
Oh, there was.
Yeah. I
Oh,
was just like, I'm so curious. Like,
if I
we're
was there,
sitting up
would you
there
have gone in?
watching basketball, and the whole floor is just shaking because it's so much heavy guitar.
Right. Did you catch the name of the band?
No.
Hmm.
I should have, though. I should have caught it for both you and Hayden, but
Yeah. How much was the cover?
10.
10. If I was there, would we have all gone in?
Maybe.
Maybe. Hmm.
I would have stood outside and listened. I don't know if I would have gone in, but
Yeah.
I mean, why when you can just stand outside and listen for free? Unless they would consider that loitering. No.
Right, I was gonna say, isn't there a guy at the desk?
Maybe.
Like behind the desk just standing there? That might be kind of awkward. Like, hey, we're too cheap to walk 10 more feet through the door.
Down the steps.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been to any shows like that at all?
I went to one with my friend who is in Katie Needs a Life. I don't know if you know that band or not.
I'm not familiar, no.
It's hard to describe them, but they're really, really good. And It was basically, what I saw was just my friend Katie wailing on a piano and just being a boss lady. So
that sounds sweet.
It was really fun.
That's awesome. I recently, have you guys heard We Came as Romans?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So they were headlining the show, and I didn't stay for them because they have kind of like a hybrid sound now where it's kind of like pop dubstep music mixed with like metalcore stuff.
Really?
Yeah, it's
interesting.
It's all right, I guess. But I stayed for the first. The issue is with these shows is they have like 6 or 7 bands at the venue, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not just gonna like stand in front of a speaker for 4 hours. Like, I don't care if I paid like $20. Like, that's just I got other stuff to do. I stayed for the first 4.5, I think it was. No, 5.5, and I left before We Came as Romans came on. But there was this band there. They were called Ocean's 8 Alaska, and they were from the UK. And they had kind of a sound like that, but more on the metalcore side.
Nice.
Yeah. I think they were the best band there.
Okay.
So, yeah, other bands were like Tempted Fate and Currents was another one.
I think I've heard of Currents.
Yeah, they seem to have a pretty solid fan base when I was there. So
yeah.
and when I heard the name, I was like, that sounds pretty familiar. So
I
think I've heard of them on other bills or something with other bands.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so I left, and for like the next, I don't know, 50 hours or so, I had lost some of the hearing in my left ear because I was standing on the left side.
Oh man.
Where the speaker was, I don't say lost, but it was like ringing a little bit. And also, I noticed the next day my face just like the left side of my face felt melted. It felt like I had like Bell's palsy or something.
It was literally face melting metal.
That's amazing. Literally face melting. I'd never seen it before, because I've been to a lot of loud shows, right? Like I saw the Chili Peppers, and I saw this really crazy band who I won't mention, but they were loud too.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think of the loudest show. I saw AC/DC, and it still wasn't. It still wasn't as loud. So, or probably because I wasn't right in front of the speaker too.
Yeah.
But this was at the intersection, and they just opened this new venue. It's in the basement, and it's called Elevation, which I guess is supposed to be ironic. You're in the basement, but
yeah, it totally makes sense.
I guess. Yeah. Right. Anyway, so yeah, I've seen a few shows like that. So, but that would have been nice to at least hear the band at Shakes.
Mm-hmm. And I walked in, and then there's like the average 20 people that go to concerts on Monday nights, just like all standing there like doing their head bob thing, and this guy's just wailing on his screamo moment, and I'm just like, I cannot deal with this. But it was wonderful.
Do you know what they were singing about?
No. It was just noise. I don't even think he was saying words. But then again, I'm not fluent in screamo, so.
Yeah, exactly. It should be a dialect. It is really of its own. But I definitely don't listen to it for that. You know what? I generally don't listen to that stuff anyway, but the concerts are kind of cool. But, when you're, especially at the show I was at, the music it's kind of interchangeable throughout to some extent. So,
I almost went to I've almost gone to a couple of metal concerts, but never could. I almost went to shoot, it might have been War of Ages.
Oh yeah.
I think there was a War of Ages concert like in Indiana or something
Oh
a
yeah.
few years ago, and I wanted to go,
Are they
but
still touring?
oh yeah, I think so. They have a new album out,
Okay.
really good one. But
I'll go with you.
really?
Mhm.
Oh sweet. But yeah, they had a concert a few years ago in Indiana, and I was so excited. Like I had the date marked and everything, and I was like all ready to go. And then the day came, and I had forgotten somehow. And like, it was like almost like 8 p.m. or whatever, and I was like,
It seems to be a theme in
"Oh
your
no!"
Yeah.
Hayden.
Yeah, and then I was so depressed. I was just
Oh.
like, "Well, now what do I do?"
Go to bed.
That's
Yeah.
a bummer.
Yeah, and then the other time, my friend Zach and I were gonna go to a Norma Jean concert where they were gonna play the entirety of their album "Oh God, the Aftermath."
Yeah.
They were gonna play it from like start to finish, and I was like listening to the album all the way through just so I knew all the songs, and I was like just memorizing stuff, and I'm like, I can't wait for this. And then I realized like I haven't bought the tickets yet, and I checked the website and they were sold out.
Ah.
Hayden.
I know.
You're killing me.
I'm excellent at
Yeah,
preparing.
next time you want to go to a show, let me know, and I will do the homework for you.
Okay.
I don't have to go, but I will make sure you're on
Can
top
you get
of it.
us like Rockstar discount?
Mm.
Since you're a
Can
Rockstar
I do
yourself, do you have like some special powers to get discounts at rock shows?
I don't have special powers to do that, but I do have special powers in that everyone looks at me funny every time I walk by. Does that count? Like,
Do they think you're like part of the band?
yeah, I think so. No, legitimately, because I'm kind of like tall and like I've got long hair, and I guess I have like I don't know, a weird looking face or unusual looking face or something. I don't know. I think it's just the gait I have. I just kind of like wander around, and I'm like, yeah, and people, what's that guy doing? Is he on acid? What's going on with him? He's making me nervous. Stop.
Oh.
So, yeah, I can do that for you anytime you want.
Okay. Cool. So if I ever want to like keep people away from me, I'll just hang out with you.
Oh my gosh. Savage.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
No, but yeah,
I've seen For Today twice. Do you know For Today?
I do. I think that was like the thing that bonded, or maybe it was Les Claypool. That was how we bonded the first time.
Oh, that is how we. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah,
I just got so excited. We used to work at that one place that I won't mention.
Oh man,
Just a second. Are we gonna get sued?
for some reason your mic's getting all weird again.
Oh no! All of a sudden.
Yeah, but we'll definitely have to do this again sometime and try to work out the bugs.
It's just fun.
Or just do it live.
What we should do is we should all be in a room if we can ever get that scheduled.
Yes, that
We
would
can
be
just
ideal.
do it like in person and live, so we can just.
So everyone can watch us fail.
Yeah,
Completely unedited.
absolutely.
Yeah, we'll have no excuse for being awkward. If you guys would like, my house is available if you are ever in the area, but it's kind of a drive out here. But I'm willing to do that just because I have all the equipment here. But I'm sure we could just like do it off one of your phones or something too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll work something out.
We'll work something out, Ben. Well, it was good to talk to you.
Thank you for having me, you guys.
Absolutely. This has been a good conversation.
This has been great. I can't wait to see you guys again for real soon.
Yeah,
And
we'll have
for
to
realsies.
plan something. Do another, maybe a roller skating night or something.
Yeah.
I've never been roller skating.
Oh man.
Oh, Ben.
Do you want to sometime?
You
Or do you
know,
have some hang-ups?
I might try it. I should just
Okay.
hang up now.
You can even use like one of those little like skating walker things.
Oh, are those a thing? I would do that. Is if someone would like videotape me, that might be funny.
Absolutely.
Hey, the mic
Uh,
starts working again.
Yeah, is that like bowling with bumpers though? Isn't that
Kind of, yeah. You just have this
Yeah.
little like granny walker that's on
How-
wheels, and you just kind of you skate along with it.
I might just take that just for fun, even if I do get the hang of it. That might be
Yeah.
But how good a balance do you need for that? I wouldn't know.
I guess it depends. I mean,
If
You
you,
just
have
have to
the
ha-
actual skates, not inline skates.
well, inline skates I think are easier,
That's true.
but it's mainly about confidence, really. Because if you feel unsteady, you're gonna be a little more shaky and stuff.
Is the floor flat or is it like a up ring?
It's
Like
it's flat. It's not like a skating park or anything.
okay, yeah, yeah, like there's ramps.
that might be fun though.
That'd be terrible.
I might be interested in that. That might be cool. Yeah, I have pretty decent balance, believe it or not. So I was
Okay.
asking from a if you were. I was hoping you were not gonna say like, dude, you need to do like 3 hours of yoga if you're gonna try.
No. I'll just skate backwards and hope you don't fall, and watch you fall if you do.
All right. We'll try to make that happen then.
All right, cool.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Thanks
Well, have a
again
good week,
for-
you guys. I hope to see you guys soon.
Absolutely. You have a good night, man.
You too. I'm gonna hang up now. Okay.
All
Yeah,
right,
see ya.
go for it.
Peace.
Bye.
Peace.